Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if you're an avid watcher of my channel before, you're probably quite shocked to see my face as it's been a good few months since I was last on YouTube, but that's what this video is here for today. I'm going to explain why I haven't been on YouTube as much, and well, I mean not at all, and I will explain how I regained my confidence to come back on YouTube, and yeah, we'll go from there. The main reason I took a break from YouTube was because I didn't have that much confidence. It suddenly disappeared out of nowhere, which can happen. Yeah, so I think it was like to do with my breakup first of all, gaining weight, and just loads of things merged into one. I kept filming videos and people were asking me, oh, when's the next one coming out? And I was like, oh, I'm filming it. But then I'd get to the point where I was editing it and I would look at it and be like, don't really like the way I look. There'd be one thing that I'd see and I'd be like, no, like that's it. So yeah, it kind of sucked, but you know, we'll see. Hopefully this one makes it out. There are quite a few videos that are in my drafts just sitting there, like not quite edited, not quite ready to go out, because there's one thing that I saw and I was like, no. But yeah, this one will make it out, I'm sure. It might be quite boring, but I'm going to try and keep it quick and snappy. But I'm just going to give 5 easy steps on how to regain confidence or gain confidence for the first time and be a bit happier with yourself. So for me in particular, I gained a bit of weight, especially over lockdown, so it just got worse and worse, and that was one of my big things and a big reason to why I didn't film YouTube, because like it does come in my face first and that is what you guys see, so I think that's why. But yeah, my number 1 point is to pinpoint something on yourself, whether it's like the way you look, your personality trait, it could be the way you dress even, or something someone else has complimented before, and look at yourself every day. Well, you don't have to look at yourself, envision yourself and tell yourself you really like that one thing about you. So I'm not going to be vain and go through a list of things. It can be more than one thing, but for me, one of the things was my eyes. I like my eyes, and they're one thing that, I mean, even if I'm gaining weight or not, or you know, whatever I'm doing, they always look the same. So that was my one pinpoint, and if you tell yourself that it looks great, you can work from there and kind of like use that as a focus point and widen your confidence, because if you tell yourself one thing's great, like it'll be easier to tell yourself more things are great, and then you'll just get a bit more like happier with yourself within. So yeah, that's number 1. And number 2 is to smile. So loads of people smile. I mean, I'm quite a smiley person, so I feel like this is why it's a good point for me, but loads of people don't actually smile. I mean, you can have a case of like resting bitch face or something, but I mean, it's easy to smile, and especially to smile at other people. Like, you don't have to be an absolute like loony and smile at everyone you pass, but I mean, why not? Like, why not? But yeah, so if you smile, the muscles in your face release endorphins that literally make you happier and feel good inside. On top of that, if you are smiling at other people in the street, like, they might smile back and that will make you feel good about yourself, and the ones that don't bother with them, like, honestly. Along with that point about smiling to other people, another thing that I found really works for me is to think positively. And if you see someone in the street, don't like look at them and assume a negative thing or like something like that. Assume the best in people, assume positive things, because if you're thinking positive about other people, more than likely you're going to start thinking positive about yourself, and then you can see where I'm going, that leads to more confidence again. So yeah, smile at people, think the best in them, like maybe think about something you like about someone that you see in the street. They're good tips, because if you have negative thoughts, you can get down and just get stuck in your thoughts, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. So that's, you know, downward slope from there, and it's not good. So that's number 2. Number 3 is to do with social media. Everyone knows that's a real confidence killer. So my advice on that is, well, I personally used to follow a lot of influencers and like celebrities or like actors, actresses, and especially a lot that didn't look like me. Not saying you have to follow people that look like you, but if you are following influencers that have perfect lives, perfect relationships, and they're not like, they're 22 and they've got millions and millions of pounds, like, they're not really the kind of people that you should be looking up to. Well, if you're in a position like me and that's not achievable for you right now. So my advice is to unfollow people that have unrealistic achievements, because, okay, right, if you're following an influencer and you like the things that they're doing, for example, like you like their businesses that they've made, you think they've achieved a lot, then yes, that is inspiring, and yes, you should probably follow them because that is someone good to look up to. But if you're following someone and they drive around in a really expensive car, you don't know where they got their money from, they're just showing off loads of things, their relationship's perfect, their body's perfect, that's probably not great to follow, because, you know, it's not like, you can't see where they're coming from at all, and it doesn't help. It doesn't help with comparisons, it doesn't help with anything like that. So my advice is to unfollow, like I did, a lot of like influencers that aren't quite right for you. You kind of got to judge it yourself, who you like the best and who you think is actually probably making you worse up here than better. Number 4 is exercise. Everyone knows that, like, exercise, healthy body, healthy mind. Don't know what Brian's doing. Exercise again releases endorphins, so can make you happier. Also, if you are unhappy with yourself in a certain stage, I'm not saying you should exercise to achieve like a dream body that's unachievable, but if you are exercising, you will feel better in your mood, but also while doing it, getting a routine and being consistent, you actually will end up starting to gear towards your goals that you want to achieve. So I mean, it's a win-win. Also, along with that, getting into a routine in general is good for your mind, and that will help. It will help you not to laze around in bed all day, get up, get moving. So yeah, it's just great in more than one way. And my 5th and final point is to keep your space that you're living in clutter-free and clear. And like, for example, I just mean like tidying your room, because I know if I have an untidy room, like I can't sleep at night, I can't do work, I can't really do anything. So if you have a clutter-free space, you have a clutter-free mind, and that means less stress in your head, you know, clear space to think. But yeah, so my theory is if you declutter your room and it declutters your mind, and it just releases a lot of stress that is not needed there, and I feel like that helps. It just builds up, you know, and adds on. And I watched Marie Kondo on Netflix, and I was like following her method on how to clean my room, and it looks pretty good, so I might do a video on that next if I'm feeling up to it. They are my 5 tips on to gaining confidence and being happy. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe. I mean, it's been a while, but I will continue to do more videos more frequently. And yeah, if you don't follow my Instagram already, go and follow that. So yeah, I do hope I see you in the next video, and I do hope that's sooner than this one was. And thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.